Marco Polo's adventure, a journey along the Silk Road. Imagine a world where East met West, where cultures clashed and blended, and where trade routes stretched across continents. This was the world of the Silk Road, a network of ancient trade routes that connected Europe and Asia. It was the time when a young Venetian merchant named Marco Polo would start important and unique journeys. The Silk Road, a diverse trade and culture. The Silk Road allowed more abundance. It held large markets woven with threads of silk, spices, precious stones, and ideas. For centuries, it had been a lifeline for trade, connecting civilizations as diverse as the Roman Empire and ancient China. Merchants, travelers, and pilgrims traversed its winding paths, carrying goods and knowledge across vast distances. What traveled the Silk Road? Luxuries from the East, silky fabrics, fine porcelain, and exotic spices like cinnamon and pepper were highly prized in Europe. Treasures from the West, gold, silver, and precious stones were sought after in the East. Ideas and innovations. Religions like Buddhism and Islam spread along the Silk Road, along with technological advancements like papermaking and gunpowder. Marco Polo's daring expedition. In 1271, young Marco Polo, along with his father and uncle, set out on a perilous journey to the east. Their destination, the court of Kublai Khan, the powerful Mongol emperor of China. Their journey, across the dangerous steppes, they braved the harsh, windswept steppes of Central Asia, encountering nomadic tribes and facing the ever-present threat of bandits. Through the Great Khan's empire, they reached the opulent court of Kublai Khan, where they were amazed by the grandeur of Chinese civilization. Exploring the Far East, Marco Polo traveled extensively throughout China, visiting cities like Hangzhou and Beijing, and even venturing into the remote provinces of Yunnan and Sichuan. The impact of Marco Polo's travels. When Marco Polo returned to Venice in 1295, he brought back tales of extraordinary lands and exotic cultures. His experiences, recounted in a book titled The Travels of Marco Polo, captivated European readers and sparked a wave of exploration and curiosity. The legacy of Marco Polo. Inspiring explorers. His tales inspired future explorers like Christopher Columbus to seek new trade routes and distant lands. Expanding geographical knowledge, Marco Polo's descriptions challenged European perceptions of the world and expanded their geographical knowledge, boosting trade and cultural exchange. His book popularized the Silk Road and stimulated trade between Europe and Asia, fostering cultural exchange and understanding. The decline of the Silk Road. Over time, the Silk Road began to lose its prominence. The rise of maritime trade routes and the Ottoman Empire's control over land routes disrupted the flow of goods and ideas.